did you like about it, and what do you think would have helped you better?
You guys ready? All right, I'm rolling. Remember to project and to follow up with each other.
You can feed off of each other's answers as well.
And just project, Nikita, like really.
Like, yes.
Brenda too, project. If I stand up, that means I need you to speak louder. That's going to be our cue. If you feel me move, standing up, that's only time I'm going to stand up is if I feel it's going to be louder.
Okay, so our underclassmen years in high school, something that I did notice, and you guys probably noticed too, is that the females were outperforming the males, right? But then once we got to junior, senior year, it was like the other way around. And I don't know what happened, why it got like that. I think it's, for me personally, it's just, I was never the kind to study. So it's like the classes got harder and I feel like I didn't push myself further enough. But I was thinking something that could have went differently, that could have helped the females out, because it wasn't like that just for me, but it was like that for a lot of other females, is if the guys had helped us out, because now they were on top. And as you know, we didn't have a lot of guys in our class. What is it, like 8 guys? So then, you know, there could have been times where they had talked to class, or they had explained things to us, so we could have understood better.
They kind of like stood in their own group, you know.
Yeah, the guys just like, okay, I know this, let's keep away from the girls, they don't know this.
Yeah.
That's exactly
It was like you would ask them or something, what? You don't know this?
Yes.
What subject are you talking about?
But
math and science.
But me personally, what I love about math is like percentage and stuff like that, because I'm a shopper. I love shopping. So once I go to that shop and I see, oh, 20% off, let me see, do the math in my head real quick, you know. So math is something that you use everywhere, you know, everything you do. You go to the store, you don't want anybody, you know, trying to steal you for your money or whatever. So I love math. Something that helped me a long way was, I think it was sophomore year, our teacher gave us the opportunity for us to teach the class. That made me fall in love with math, because it was like teaching the class myself. It helped me not also it helped me also put myself in the teacher's shoes, but then also put myself in the student's shoes. Yeah, so that's what I love about it.
I never really liked math and science per se, because I just always felt that I always struggled with math and science, but I know I needed it. That's why I felt like I had to take that class. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I really dislike math and science because I'm not really good at remembering formulas and how to use this formula for this equation, and like there's different things you have to remember, different things you have to do, different stages of math, like algebra, trigonometry, geometry. It's just a lot of things that you had to remember, and I just never really liked it. But some things that helped me with getting through those classes was like the teacher. When, for example, sophomore year, when we learned the negative B plus minus, that helped me. I just wrote that on the top of the page when we got a little test booklet, and that helped me remember, like, hands-on stuff.
I recently went to the orientation, my college orientation, and when they called aside the architecture majors and we were sitting in a room, it's like maybe 40 of us, I looked around, it was like 6 black kids. Looked around again, it was like 8 females, and I was the only black female there. And I'm like, so no one else, no other black females are intrigued by architecture like I am? And then that same day, right after I took right after we had that meeting, I had to go and take a math placement test. And everyone was coming out saying it was hard, that it was difficult, but then I went in and it was really easy because I had the support that I did in math, and I was there singing negative B while I'm writing down my quadratic formula, and I passed the test with flying colors.
That's great.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because at my orientation, you get housed based on your academic performance from high school. So there's an honors dorm, right? And the girl comes to me and she's like, well, what did you get on your SATs? I'm like, oh, I got a 1720. What did you get on your math? And I'm like, a 600. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, you know. So, I mean, people don't expect for you to score that high in math because you're black. And because you are a female, they just generally expect males to perform better, or Caucasians to perform better than an African American would. And it's ironic because I love math. I think it's great. There's different kinds of math. Like, you know how people usually say, well, there's one way to do something. There's not one way to do something. You can find out the same answer using various methods. Like, think about proofs, you know what I mean? Like, there's different things you can do, and it incorporates every subject, and I think that's what's so great about it. And if you have that motivating teacher, it's just like, why wouldn't you love math? And I understand it is difficult, but I think that's the challenge of it is what pulls me in so much.
With me, it's a different story. Like, I only like math when I know it. Like, if I don't know it, it's just like, I don't like it, it's annoying. And it's just like, sorry guys. I just like, yeah, I like math when I know it. Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, science, I'm not so good with science. I hate it. Because when I was learning living environment, it was like, oh, I understand why I'm learning this. You know, I need to know why, you know, it rains, why trees grow. Once I got into chemistry, I'm like, what? What? I had class with you, right?
Yeah,
I was like, what? I hated it. And I think most of that, it was like the interruptions in class all the time. Yeah. It was like all the distractions, all the different things that was going on. It was like, I hated it. I didn't know why I was learning it. And that, I don't even know what could have helped me because I don't think I had a good experience in that class.
But see, an ideal program for like math and science, like for you, dropping out, I think an ideal program wouldn't let you do that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you want to drop out? No. You're staying in here, and I'm giving you more work. And I'm going to explain to you why you need it. And I'm going to explain to you how it's going to benefit you in the future. Like, you didn't have a good understanding of why you were doing this. But if somebody would have explained that to you, if you would have had that interaction with your teacher, then I think you would have been better off, and you would have appreciated it.
I think I would stop her like every time. Why are we learning this? Well, what is this going to help me in life? And I never got that accurate answer. So that's the reason why I think it kind of slowed my learning process down.
But so what